Sit with me or you can do your thing. I'll invite you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Innovation Church. Don't mind this here at the back. This is a little reminder here that my baby left me. This baby, yes. Invite your friends. I see Teacher Luigi has joined already. Good evening. Just move the stuff. Okay, let's do one at a time. Let's do one at a time. Because she's in alpha, look. Sorry about that. Good evening. Oh, gosh. Good evening, Apostle Marco. Guys, please share the live. Share the live. Please like and share the live. Let everybody know that we are on. And we are talking just life in general, from different generations. So it's going to be a very light topic today. As always, I wanted to talk about Easter and why we have pickle fish and hot cross buns. Is it biblical? But I thought, no. Let me not do that. Let me not do that. I want to pin the goal.
Oh.
Right. So, now how do I unpin?
Exactly, bro. You like to do
No, we
stuff.
can't see.
We can see.
No, I mean, we can't see all the comments.
What do you mean, bro?
Okay, look.
Can't you see that? Whatever they told me to join. The uncle which is like, you can still see, bro.
Okay. Yeah, see? Different generations, right? So yes, I really wanted to, hi, Teacher Kelsey, welcome. Huh? Okay. Auntie Kelsey. Look, said I must say Auntie Kelsey. So hi, Auntie Kelsey. So, like always, I was just saying I didn't want to go too deep because I really wanted to talk about why do we eat pickled fish during Easter? Why do we eat pickled fish during Easter? But then I thought, no. Hi, Tyra. Thank you for joining. But then I thought, no. Hi, Bernally. Look, saying I must calm down. Anyway, because it's very lekker. Yeah, it's not biblical, but so it's not biblical, but it's lekker. That's why we eat pickled fish and hot cross buns. But today, I'm just, I thought let me keep it light because of the weather. The weather is traumatizing us today and it's just calling on winter. So I thought let me keep it light. So we're going to do it light, right? And what we're talking about this evening is just life in general. Now, we've had a couple of conversations before and our views differ from generation to generation, right? So, something that myself and Luke always debate about. Good evening, PC. Thank you so much.
Sure, they don't say I look good.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, my, it's fine.
So,
don't show my face.
okay. Something that Luke and I always debate about, right? Your friend says hello.
I thought it's a diaper.
Something that we always debate about, and this is what I want to talk to him specifically about. But before I go into that, I want to ask him, how old were you when you had your first electronic device?
Oh,
So your either tablet or your cell phone.
10, 12, 11, something like it. 12.
So 10.
12, bro, 12. I was. Nah.
Okay.
Do you remember? Nah, it's so 11.
11.
Yeah.
So Luke was 11 years old when he had his first electronic device. Can't remember? Me too. So I got my first cell phone at the age of 21. It was a birthday gift from my brother. And it was the Nokia 2100. Who remembers the Nokia 2100? So that was my first gift that I got. I'm trying to think of the ringtone, but I can't get to it. But nonetheless. Okay, so you were 11 years old. I was working. So we've got
These people say
Nadima.
bro.
Huh?
But I don't need them join, just not a kind of one.
Yeah, I know. Hi Nadima, thank you for joining. So, something that Luke and I always fight about. Good evening, Lucinda. Or not fight about, we disagree. We disagree about this. Oh, wow. Good evening, Joseph. Yes, Nokia 2100 was a popular phone, eh? It was a very popular phone. So do you think it is necessary? Okay, let me first ask you, what do you aspire to be when you grow up?
Why would you ask me like this? Bruh, I don't know yet. See where life takes me.
Okay, so Luke says, I don't know yet, he'll just see where life takes him. Hi, Loxy.
I mean, stop.
Auntie
greeting
Lauren.
people.
I have to greet the people, Luke. This is Auntie Lauren.
Okay.
Oh, Luke is not having it with me today, but anyway.
Man.
Do you think it's important? Let's just say you want to become a business owner or an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
You want to have your own business. Do you think it's important to study in the field of business management in order to manage your own business?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you mean?
Do you think it's important?
Yeah, why are you laughing?
When did your view change?
Oh, you thought I was gonna say I don't need to.
Yeah. When did your view change? Okay. Let's go back a year. Nah? Let's go back a year. Right? Let's go back a year. Do you think, if you now go back a year, would you have said that it's important for you to study in order to become a manager of your own business or an entrepreneur?
You don't have to study. Still today, I think so. But when you go talk about the proper business, like say now I wanna sell clothes and stuff.
Okay.
I don't need to go into business.
You don't need.
If I want to sell, no, I was gonna say drugs, but no. If I want to sell like cars and stuff, I don't need to like go into business, cause like I can just search on the internet the value of the car, profit, you know, like, or even like sell the parts, you know, like simple stuff like it. You don't have to study for such.
Okay. Now, what if your business grows? Because I'm sure that We Buy Cars probably also started like that. We Buy Cars probably started with one car, to start with an idea.
So you see the people is laughing.
No, that's teacher Kelsey.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm very passionate about this, girls. Good evening, Pastor Lux. He's definitely going to be a business tycoon, PC. So, we buy cars, right? It probably started with a young man that had an idea. Okay, let me buy this car. Let me bajouge it. What do you say? You put on mags and whatever, right? And then you sell it. So it probably started. I don't know the storyline. You need to. You get what I'm saying? But we buy cars probably started like that, and that is how, you know. So what if your business grows? Would you then still feel the need to study towards managing your own business? That means knowing exactly what's going on in terms of the finances, knowing what's going on in terms of marketing, knowing what's going on in terms of staff, managing staff, because now you're going to have to get people to work for you. Do you feel that it's necessary to study?
Yeah, people will say yes, but maths is most financial, marketing, trading is market, you know, like, yeah, you just learn from how people interview, like how you practice whatever you practice, what Toastmasters about interviews and stuff. Then you can like just say, okay, here's the money, I hire you, you see. Yeah, but like some people will say you have to, but like, yeah.
Okay. So that's, I think my point is actually been made. You know, I think, and this is just the different views from the different generations. I think Gen Z, because Luke is a Gen Z.
Yeah.
You are.
Okay.
Yeah. Gen Zs have already found loopholes. They've already found loopholes in the system to help them manage their business or their businesses without having a formal qualification. I think if I just look in the millennial era, you'd actually be judged if you had to run your business without having a formal degree. People will ask you, who are you? You know, you don't even know this about your business. You don't even know that about your business. So let's talk about your business. So would you want to know everything that's happening in your business, or would you trust the people that you employ to be transparent, to be trustworthy, or do you want to know what's happening in your business?
Listen, yeah. If you talk about the business, like, you saying I must be trusted. What?
The people that you hire. So let's say you hire Phoebe. Phoebe's going to be your finance.
See, I don't trust that. I'm joking, man.
But I'm just, okay, but whoever you're going to hire to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or do you want to know what's happening in your
I want to know what's
finances?
happening.
Okay.
But I will also trust them to, like, you know.
To do what is...
But if I see it's not working out, then I don't trust them, and then, you know, I have to must take ownership.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Okay. Second question.
Okay.
Do you think...
Yeah. It is true.
Sorry, Mom.
I was thinking not to take shortcuts.
Yeah, I think you are so accurate there. Yeah. And Lusana saying we were taught not to take shortcuts. That's very true. That's very true.
That's also what my teacher said.
It's also what your teacher says. But I think, I think things have evolved so much that you don't really need to study. You can actually just do a couple of courses. Yes, so true, Lucinda. You're not scared of taking risks.
Oh yeah, I thought he said I am. Yo.
Oh, yeah.
Me, I put 100 train on me to wait.
So,
Go.
another thing, quickly, this one, we kind of like spoke about it before.
Okay.
Would you live with your girlfriend without being married?
Because I said this what you have, I say no.
Okay. No, you can just be yourself, man.
Yeah, I will love it without being married.
And you don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. It depends most how good a relationship is going. You see? Like, you will understand
when I'm big.
No, you will, I don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, let me say, like, okay, say now we've been dating like so for 4 years, 5 years. Nee. Now say now maybe just like we're gonna be loving maybe so for 2 years, then we get married. You understand? Cause like, isn't it, you must first wanna see, is this one gonna get duck of me when I get married, you see? Cause gang people like get divorced. Nee. Gang people get divorced these days. Because they choose wrong people, but if we live together and we get nar of each other, see, it's a red flag, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You better say no. As I say, you better say no.
You see, I told you.
Okay. So, I think what I'm trying to get at is, so let's now say, so why is it that when you meet this person, you guys are already dating, we know you made the scenario, you guys are already dating 5 years. Why do you feel the need to still live together for 2 years before you get married?
You know you can date on the phone for 5 years now. Then you don't even know like what is going on in this person's life.
Sure. You guys are doing things different, eh?
No, I'm not saying that is gonna happen, but like, yeah, of course I'm gonna go blow by my Mary for a weekend, you see. And like maybe even on public holidays or during the day, go to church with her, you know, go to youth with her. Yeah, we're gonna do all of this stuff before we move into the house. But when we move into a house, it's just an extra step, you know. They to say that we're comfortable, you know. That is like saying to say, yeah, after we love like at least a year, we're getting married. You understand?
Okay. Okay. I hear you. So what if the girl doesn't wanna live with you before you get married? If she wants to get married without living together, would you see that as a red flag?
No. I won't see it as a red flag.
Would you get married then if you really love her?
I will take some time to think about it first. I will see how it goes, you know, because you don't know what can happen. Yeah, you don't know what can happen. Girls like to lie. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like, say now last year she tell me, by this year, I would have made my decision. Maybe so last year August. By this year January, February, I would have made my decision to say, okay, we're gonna get married first then. Yeah. And it also depends if money's coming in. Yeah.
So who do you think must make the money in the relationship?
Me, of course.
Okay.
But
and
she must also make for herself, because I'm not gonna like.
So she must make for herself.
No, she must make something.
Okay.
She can't just sit on at home. You understand? She has to make something. Like at least like 10,000. Then it's fine. Yeah, cause like sure.
At least 10,000.
At least 10,000.
Okay. So would you buy her expensive stuff?
Yeah, buy her expensive. No, wait. After we get married, yeah.
Oh, not before you get married.
Yeah, before we get married, I take it chill.
Oh, okay.
Nonchalant.
So you don't wanna give her a taste of what you're gonna be like when you marry her.
Yes.
So you wanna see the true colors.
Yeah, I don't want to impress her before I marry her. Because then when we married and then she's gonna be like, oh, so you don't buy me this and this anymore. You see, she's gonna see, okay, the upgrade is here. Like I'm buying her nice stuff, expensive stuff. Now, when we were dating, not married, when we were dating, I was buying her just chocolates and stuff. Then I'm gonna move to like, what is that thing called? That chocolates or a gold draping?
Ferreira.
From what? Milky Bar to Ferreira. Yeah. Ferreira. From Milky Bar to Ferreira, that's how it's gonna be.
So Milky Bar, Cadbury is for dating.
Yes.
And then the Ferreiras and the Lindt.
No, Lindt is also for dating. Ferreira stops.
Okay, Lindt is actually very nice.
Okay, whatever you say.
Just saying. So yeah, there's upgrades happening, Vina. Yeah, no, he must be a top boyfriend, but he wants to be a top husband. I think that's what I like about this conversation. Auntie Loxie saying you must start with a chomp.
Oh.
He doesn't even know what chomp is, Loxie. I don't think he's ever had a chomp before.
Are you calling me small?
No. Chomp is those cheap chocolates, man.
The dead 50 rand ones, 50
No,
cents
it's
ones.
the chomp, the one with the brown. Yeah, he doesn't really know what chomp is.
I only know chocolate clear. That's
Chocolate
50.
clay, yes.
Nah, chocolate clear is a stock sweet. But like, it's out of 50 rand, 50 cents ones like this.
Oh no, I don't know that ones.
That one's in Aldo's. Is it?
Okay, no, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's got a yellow wrapper.
Okay. Oh, that.
Yes.
I know that one. Sure.
That one that.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
I'll never buy my girlfriend that. Yo.
So Auntie Loxie says she's gonna buy you.
She's gonna buy for me.
Chomp, yeah, a chomp so you can experience a chomp.
I already know how it is.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Okay. So last question for Luke, and then Luke is gonna go, and then Phoebe's gonna come in. Yes, find me a zaddy. Vina.
What's a city?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. So, last question.
Okay.
What is your view on coming late?
To work.
To work, to school, to church, to an event? What's your view? Are you a person that's normally on time, or are you a person that's normally late?
Okay, let me start here. Well, let me start with the last question. My time, a person it is normally. I have family. I have a family in my house. My mother, my father, my sister, 2 bathrooms. Ne? So, of course, I'm gonna be late. For like, when I'm traveling with you. If I was in my own car, oh, I'm on time, bro. But anyway, once I start driving. But listen, that's not the point. The point is, that I will come on time. The people around me keep me behind. Yeah.
Now, who's always the last person to finish in the house? Like, to get ready?
Me. Because I'm so generous for you all to finish first, but yet you'll first be, you'll have always, I'm done before Da. But Da is the one that wash first. How does it make sense? You understand?
Pastor Marco's asking who's keeping you behind.
My parents, my sister, my oma, the baby, all of them. Yeah.
Sure. But so you're giving us the privilege to finish first, and then
Yes.
you finish last.
Yes.
And then who do we normally wait for?
We normally late for Phoebe. Are we talking about when we go to elders or for school?
Okay, let's talk school first.
Oh lolo, we always waiting for you, Phoebe.
Okay. So let's say in a perfect world, do you think you will be on time?
Yes.
Do you think being on time for school is important?
Very important. Because the way the teachers look at you, don't you feel embarrassed when you come into school and you're late? Then you must still explain to the teacher, yo, ma'am, does that. Like it's not, you know.
Okay. Being late for church, do you think that's a go or a no-go?
It depends what age you are at, but if you like a pastoral level, it's a no-go.
And in membership level, just a normal member?
Like, it really depends. Some of us go to youth, ne? And then Saturday we sleep late. We either doing something and then we come into church like, so 11, 10 o'clock. You see? Yeah, so like, it really depends. But the pastors probably think, guy, this one went to groove or whatever they will think. Yeah.
Do you think one day, but I think I know the answer already, being late for work,
Yeah.
do you think that is a good thing, or do you think it'll be a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Okay, why do you say so?
Because, okay, see now, your job is packing boxes. Now, okay, see now, yeah, you the one that manage who packs what box where. If you are late, you make everyone else late. You understand? You delay time. You basically stopping
production.
exactly.
Okay.
Like you just made a mess.
Okay.
Mm.
I really like that view, Luke, because
Yo,
what
I don't
groove
go
do
to
you go to, Luke?
family groove.
Yeah, we do family groove.
Come into.
Yeah, I like that view because I think as the Gen Zs, some Gen Z just absolutely don't have a problem with being late. So,
Wait, yeah. Did see me, I'm a very respectful man, guys.
yo,
Like,
man!
I'm not
Okay,
such a
yes.
boy. I'm a very respectful man, guys. Me, cho. Some people like, yo, yeah, you know those nonchalant people. Like, yeah, they will come to school and they will be like, yeah, I'm so sorry, ma'am. Like, what? They will yep. They will just yep. Now me, they like, guys, cho. There's levels to this respectfulness, you understand? Yeah.
So, please. Hey, Cheryl, how are you, friend? Thanks for joining. I really like that view, and I think I just want to encourage you to continue being respecting time, right? Respecting other people's time as well, and actually respecting your whatever position you are holding. So if it's school, just being on time because you want to be a responsible scholar, a learner. Work, obviously, you already have that mindset
And also,
of
you don't
people.
you don't like to disappoint, like, disappointment. It's like, someone I love, like someone like, if I disappoint you, must just know I'm broken inside. That's all I know.
Sure, that's deep. That's very, very deep. I appreciate it.
It's like if I must fail, if I must fail a grade, I don't know what's gonna happen. Probably won't see me on this live again, but
yeah. So that's very true, Kels. So yeah, I really like that view. Please keep it that way, because Gen Z has got this thing about being late, and they think it's cool, and they think other people must just be okay with them being late, right?
I was born in 19, but I
I
was born in 19, but I'm also born in 20.
So you're an old soul.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
Please tell the audience what music you listen to.
What music? Wait, must I tell him about the music?
No, yeah, just be open
I
and
listen
honest.
to R&B.
Yes.
R&B.
Just give them one song. Just give them a taste of what you listen to, my child.
Yo, there's too much. But I listen to Kim. I listen to Tamia. I listen. What's it? Other girl's name? I listen to Gang of Him. Some of them. There's so much songs that I don't even know their names. Like, let me just give you one song. Can I say Between the Sheets? That song?
No.
Oh no, that song. Okay.
So he listens to songs that I would listen to.
Yes.
Songs that we listened to in the 90s. Like, Luke, that's Luke's type of songs. So, just one last thing quickly before you go. What is your view on ghosting?
Okay.
What is your view on ghosting? Okay, first question. Would you ghost Apostle Marco and Pastor Cindy?
Like mice.
On chat.
No.
So let's say they thingy you. Have you ghosted your teacher before?
No.
Okay.
I don't ghost people. People ghost me.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah.
Who's those people that ghost you?
Girls. Yeah.
Ghost them back, man. I've been ghosted. And
by
then
me.
no.
Never. I don't ghost people, but I use it on I will
You
never.
just don't see on my life.
I only ghost you.
Me.
You all on WhatsApp, you and her. Yeah. Like.
Now, why do you ghost us? Because if I was your manager, would you ghost me?
No, but you're my mother and father, you'll understand. Like, I respond dry. You understand? Yeah. I don't really ghost you, but I respond dry.
Have the receipts, look.
I can't is lying. There's no way.
Because there's this thing about
Caleb ghost me also. Yo. Yeah, I hate man.
and
Cho.
I'm not talking about friends, I'm talking about just, ghosting people that if we make it a habit, especially with Gen Zs, if you make it a habit ghosting people, you might just ghost your manager one day. When your manager sends you a message why you're not at work, then you ghost your manager, right? That is something that Gen Zs are very comfortable doing. And then they'll just be like, sorry, I thought I replied.
Okay, let me tell you, in situations you ghost. If you must see a text, a text that you don't want to see. Okay, say now your manager say, or you fired. Or yeah, you ghost him, you don't still reply. and just say now, okay, say now like, okay, yeah, but me, I'm most respectful, so I say you welcome. But sometimes when people say thank you, they ghost you. They ghost you like, don't
okay.
compliment me, still like, don't still, they ghost you when you say thank you. Like, yeah.
So when you say thank you, what must I say?
You welcome.
Okay.
And then I must text that.
Oh.
And then you must text her, then I text her, then you text like it.
Okay. So I think Luke is a mix. He's not a full-on Gen Z. I think having a millennial mom has something to do with it. Has something to do with it. I like to think so. Now, why do you guys have this thing that is it a you thing or is it a Gen Z thing where you like to say to me, just stop preaching, mommy. You must just say it once. Don't gaan on the whole time.
Let's be honest. Who want to hear your mother go on the whole time about the same thing, guys? Like for real, true. Like, yeah.
But when I speak once, you don't listen.
I listen, man.
Yo, let's not go any further.
There's difference between you can get ghosted during a conversation. That is ghosting.
You actually ghost during the conversation, yes, because you go mute, you go silent. You exit the conversation while I'm still having a conversation with you. You do that a lot.
Yeah, I do. Because you...
But you ghosting me in the conversation.
Because you...
So are you going to respond like that to your manager as well one day?
My manager won't tell me the whole day to pick up my clothes or something.
Okay. Alright, so I must also use the you fired card.
What do you mean you fired it? You can't say it. What am I fired for?
Okay.
You must give me an explanation.
So you're actually taking advantage of me. Apostle Marco says, Caleb thought about you a lot while he was on holiday.
Oh, I'm not talking about ghosting with text, with reels. Yo, I sent him a video, he don't reply. Sure.
Busy says she's gonna sort him out.
Yeah.
He mustn't ghost you.
He must reply to my reels.
DJ Calza says in WhatsApp, I'm bad to everyone on the podcast. I'm really sorry. I admit that I do have a problem with ghosting. It's a terrible
Who's
habit.
that one?
This is Auntie Berna Lee.
Tell her she must come to church. But
She is now in church.
Oh.
Auntie Berna Lee, Luke says you must come to church, but I just told him that you have now come to church because he says now you're going to come right because you're in church now. You're not going to have the problem with ghosting anymore. That habit is going to break. Yes, you must pray about it. Especially the What You Doing gang by Miss Me. Okay. I'm also going to ghost Caleb in his reels here Pastor Sunday.
Don't reply to his videos. Must feel how it feels. Yeah, my heart break. Cho. My own nigga. Nah.
Oh, yeah, Kelsey always ghosted Alvina the VP. Oh my word, Toastmasters. Yeah, but guys, on a serious note, I've actually been listening to a lot of videos where it's actually a young guy. He's a Gen Z, and his father's got his own business, and his father's obviously a millennial, and
A millionaire.
and a millennial.
What's a millennial?
Me, in my era.
What era are you in? Oh no, yeah, you were born. Oh.
Right? We're almost done, baby. We're gonna be with you just
Yeah,
now.
right,
And his father has issues with the Gen Z staff. So he's actually, I must actually just share it in one of the church's groups. He actually is on his, okay, he actually gives tips to Gen Z on how to deal with matters in the workplace. Because if his father brings something to his attention, he'll make a video on it, you know, guiding and advising Gen Z how to deal with certain things. And ghosting was actually one of the things that came up, where he said that, you know, ghosting it's actually something that is really happening in the workplace. Gen Zs are not responding to emails, they're not responding to texts, they're not responding to Teams, they're not responding to Teams messages. So it's something that, it's actually happening in the workplace. So we need to, well done, Luke, you're on the right path there, my son. We need to start just training our Gen Z and our Gen Alphas for the workplace out there that ghosting is not cool. In our town hall in the beginning of the year, our manager actually also spoke about it, you know, because he's got 2 sons and they also ghost him, you know. And he's had the experience with some of the staff members also ghosting him via text, via WhatsApp. So it's really Gen Z. Yeah, we actually can't not employ them, AM, because that will be seen as criticism, I think, or something to that effect. I can't think of the right word now, but yeah, this is something. Yes, it's yeah, because of these things, and that's why I'm saying it's important that we start training our Gen Z and our Gen Alphas.
No, some Gen Z is very smart now. I'm just saying.
No, definitely smart is there, and I think I appreciate what Gen Z is bringing, because even though they test our limits, they also teach us a thing or two, you know. Unfair labor practices. Thank you, Pastor Larry. Let me just see what Pastor Cindy is saying here. Banally, it's because you and your boss are friends, and you and your boss's boss. Okay. They can go start their own businesses. Not for me.
Sure.
So I think just to avoid that exactly, that's why we need to train our staff, not our staff, our youngsters to actually not ghost. They are lazy. I do agree. Gen Zs are very lazy. They want everything to just fall on their lap. They don't feel the need to work for things. Sometimes taking shortcuts is entitled, exactly. So yeah, thank you for your view. I appreciate it, and I enjoy talking to you. Yeah, please call your sister. We're now going to hear from Gen Alpha, which is, what's that, your shorts? Phoebe. They really want everything easy, It's actually so sad that the generation that we are raising is so lazy. So here we've got a Gen Alpha. And, hey, look, I just borrowed the other chair. He's just... No, not you. So Luke is now saying he's lazy, and I'm saying it's a generation, an entire generation. It's not just him. You know, it's a you know. So Phoebe's a Gen Alpha. Phoebe's a Gen Alpha, and yeah, we're just talking life in general and just hearing their view
Hello.
on life. So Phoebes, how old were you when you had your first phone?
I don't know. That iPhone, I don't know when I got downloaded on it. I lost in the theater. I don't know. And I was like, how old? 6.
Yeah.
6 and 5.
Phoebe had a hand-me-down phone that she lost
In the movie theater.
in the movie theater. Yeah. But yeah, we move. So just some questions, Nana.
Yes.
Do you think it's important to finish your homework?
Of course. Why would you ask me that question?
No, I'm just asking, like,
Okay.
just your view on because it's you know, your homework is a representation of how you handle your work one day. So it's like how you work in school, your work ethic in school. Normally you duplicate that, or you have the same ethic when you start working. Okay, so you think it's very important to finish your homework.
Yeah,
Why do you
because-
think it's important?
Because if you don't do your homework and then you're gonna be behind and then you won't, like, for example, like the honor roll. If I don't finish my homework, I get 1 day behind on honor roll. Then I have to do the next day 2 days of work. So it's more pressure, and that's why I always do my homework sometimes. Because then I can, like, because when we don't finish our homework at school, we have to finish the homework. And so let's say today I didn't finish my homework, but I did. Yeah? And then tomorrow I have to finish my homework and that day's work. So it would be 2 days work.
Okay.
And then if I don't do the homework again, it's going to be 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and on and on and on.
Okay.
Then it would be like worse, because then it's like probably like 30, 50 pages.
Okay.
That's bad. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't even get more than 20 pages.
Okay.
10 pages.
But that already is a good thought pattern. How you deal with your homework is already good, because you are already conscious of the amount of pressure that you'll have when you don't finish your homework, and including your normal. And then also what I'm hearing you say is obviously being behind, and that you are actually managing your time. Because if you finish your homework on a daily, tomorrow you can actually, you are a bit more relaxed and you can focus on tomorrow's work. So that tells me that you're already managing your time.
And also, like, if I finish my homework and I want to do extra, then I do extra work. But then tomorrow I have less work. Like, if I do 2 days work of stuff because I want to, like, so I did my homework, but I want to do extra, so I do tomorrow's work. And then tomorrow, okay, so we Wednesday, and I finish my Wednesday homework, and then I do Thursday's work. And then on Thursday I do Friday's work. And
Wow.
on Friday I do Monday's work.
Wow, that's
So
good.
then if I do Friday's work on Thursday, and then on Monday I do Tuesday's work.
So then you're a day ahead.
Yes.
That's
and it's
good
just
planning.
gonna stay a day ahead. And if I wanna do work on Saturday and Sunday, then I'll be 3 days I ate.
That's good. That is very PC says she loves your thinking. That's very good. I like that analogy. And like I'm saying already, you are gearing yourself up for, time management, workload management. So that is a very good skill to master at such a young age. Then I want to ask you, what's your view on being late? Being late for school, being late for church, being late for a birthday party.
You said it because we always late at school.
No, I'm just, these are just conversations that's been happening. Yeah. So what's your view on being late? I must just say, sorry to break your word, I must just say 94.7 a couple of weeks ago had the very same conversation about being late and respecting time. And I think last week Metro FM also had the same conversation.
Yeah, they were saying like what time you should come for a birthday party. Like an hour late is like very disrespectful because you are an hour late. But you can be like, if they like, you can be early, but it's just not good to be early because then the people are still setting up, then you're still gonna be in their guys' way. So then you must just come on time because then they're ready and everything. So you must come on time.
Okay. So what's your view? What do you think you must be on time for school, or do you wanna be early for school?
I like to be early. I don't like to be late because then I can't like score my work. When I do paces, then I have to mark choir work. So yeah, just for the people that doesn't understand what the school thing is.
Okay.
And like being early is nice because then you can finish your scoring, and once you're done scoring, you can start with the day's goals. And when you finish the day's goals, then you do a bit of extra, then you're a bit earlier on the next day.
And just a bit relaxed.
Yeah.
So do you, so obviously just to wrap that up, you do feel that it's important to be on time, right?
Yes, but when I'm late, I feel really bad for the teacher. But the reason why I feel so bad for the teacher when I'm late, because then they prayed already, and then they already sat down already, and the teacher was speaking the stuff. The teacher always speaks stuff, and then when I'm late, and then the teacher has to repeat himself.
Okay. Yeah, so IM says in IC our goal is to arrive at least 2 hours late. I don't know who set that goal. I don't know who follows that goal, but let's hope we get it right. See, we have our youngsters saying that it's not good to be late. Okay, then we've got like 10 minutes left. What's your view?
So busy with Luke?
Sorry. What's your view on furthering your studies? So once you're done with school, do you know what you want to be at?
No, I'm tilting towards teacher, but then I'm thinking doctor. But then I'm going more back to teacher.
Okay.
But then I also want to be a business manager.
Okay.
Like what you doing with FMB.
Okay.
But then and then I still I have 4. So I have teacher, doctor, the business thing. Then my last one is a stay-at-home mom.
A stay-at-home mom. Wow.
I wanna
Okay.
be a stay-at-home mom. It's between that 4 that I wanna do.
Okay.
Or a content creator.
A content creator.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Now let's take the business manager thing and the teacher
Okay.
and the doctor.
Okay.
You know that you need to study for those, right?
Yeah.
Are you prepared to do that?
No.
Yeah. No.
You can do it all.
So you're not willing to study to become the doctor?
I don't like studying. Studying is boring.
Okay. But don't you feel empowered when you've got the knowledge?
No, not when it's interesting. When it's like in my social studies or my let's say my science name.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're talking about something I already know. It's not interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't like it page.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I see something interesting that I don't know, like for example, I know about insects. I was learning about insects. Now I'm learning about weather, which I still know. And like the things that I want to learn about is, how do you call it now again? To do work like business stuff.
Oh, you there already. Okay. But you're supposed to one step at a
And
time,
something
baby.
like easy, like but it's something easy that also I can handle, and it's interesting, and it's something I don't know already, because like I already had like, so you see I'm in grade 5. Grade 4's work is in grade 5. So
So you
like
feel
all
like
of the
it's
stuff
repeat.
that I learn in grade 4 is in grade 5.
Okay. So you feel like it's a repeat.
Yeah, but it's just a higher number of the pages.
Okay.
Like I feel like it's just the same thing going on the whole time.
Okay. What? There's now a question. There's no right or wrong answer. What is your idea of success? So if you had to say to yourself, I'm successful in life, what does that look like for you?
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
And also like if you have a good job, you're living a good life, like not smoking and drinking and stuff, like you're a good Christian life. And like, so
What does success look like for you?
So you see, when you have a lot of money, you have a good job, you're living a good life, and you're also helping other people, like other people be successful. Like if there was a person that needed like a poor person that needs change, and now we all ignoring that person, and I come to that person, I give him 100 rand, and then a year later I found out that person owns like a jet or a whole entire mansion and stuff like that, and then I know that I helped that person with that 100 rand.
Got you. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. 100 rand. Yes, I am. 100 rand. So let me see the other comments here. Thank you so much, Alvina. IM says school is too easy for Phoebe.
No.
You've got this thing in the bag, baby girl. You got it in the bag.
No, bro.
So I think my last question to you is, do you think it's important, or what would you think is more important, to have a lot of money or to have a good heart?
What do you think is more important?
Yeah. I don't want to say if you had to choose, because
Okay.
but
So it's between money or good heart?
yeah.
Good heart.
Okay. Why do you think
Because
that's important?
if you have a good heart and you show kindness, people will love you. And then when you're in trouble, they will help you without the trouble. Like if you have to pay now rent, and then you always kind to your friends, ne? And you like always kind to your friends, your nice friends, like your best friends, ne? And then that person sees you struggling, you only need like 100 rand for rent to fill it off, but you don't have that 100 rand at that moment, but you're gonna be kicked out if you don't buy that 100 rand. So now they see you stressing and like and then they come help you and give you that 100 rand. Why do I always say that?
Yeah, so just now that you're talking about rent and stuff, Phoebe knows about rent. Yeah, guys.
I watched Damen. Damen's good. Just
Everyone's loving your responses. So if you had to have a boyfriend one day, ne? Yeah, please send your 100 rands, Phoebe. Guys, Phoebe loves 100 rands. If you had to have a boyfriend one day, and he can't afford your rent,
Haibo!
will you pay the rent for him?
If he's a good person, yeah. No, not like that, but like.
But yeah, no. Your answer is fine. Don't.
So, you're saying
If you now have a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase. So let's say you married
Yeah.
and your husband can't afford to pay for your rent.
But we'll be in a house already.
Yeah,
Oh, for the electricity.
for the bond, yeah, and the electricity. Will you pay it if he can't? Will you, or how do you feel about that? Like, will you be okay to
Does
pay
he
the
have a
bill?
job?
Let's say he's going through a financial situation.
Okay.
He's going through a financial situation. Will you be okay to pay the rent?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, no, that's good.
Yeah, because like
Exactly, I am moving in house. As if when you move in the house is automatically paid up, but yeah, we're all with it. Okay, so you'll be willing to pay the rent for you guys.
yes.
How long are you willing to pay that for?
Until he's willing to pay it.
Until he's got the financial
Yeah, because then
means.
I'm gonna be cooking, I'm gonna be doing the laundry, I'm gonna be cleaning. Yeah. And then all he does is have to pay the rent and that's it. I have to do the laundry, cook and everything. Yeah.
Who do you think must make the money when you married?
Both of us.
Okay. So was it 50-50? Was it 100-100? How do you think marriage works?
He must obviously have like a little bit more than me.
Okay.
Ne? He must make a little bit more than me.
Okay.
Like, you'll be 60 and I'll be 40.
You'll be 60.
Yeah, you'll pay the 60%.
Oh, 60-40.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I see. I'm just gonna put my phone on charge for a bit. 60-40, yeah. She says she'll do 60%, he'll do 40%. Now he must do 60, she can do 40%.
Yeah, because I like have a job at home and at work. He only has a job at work because then when he comes from work he eats and then he has clean clothes, it's ironed and everything. I have to come home and do that stuff for him when he comes home.
Okay, I see. Good insights, Phoebes. Good insights. Do you want to be the type of woman that cooks and cleans and do all that, or do you want your partner to meet you halfway? Do you think, or do you want him to be able to cook as well, or how do you want that situation to play out?
Must be like Rendell and Nikki.
Okay, so you must be able to cook at least, and
Yeah, he must he will know how to do the stuff, but so if I'm busy, then I'll ask him to do it, and then he'll do it, and then when he's busy and then I'm free, we can do it. But if we both busy, we'll just leave it for the next day.
Okay. Very good insights there. This is now teacher Kelsey says you are so cute, man. All about compromise. I like that, Phoebe. Yes, definitely, Loxie. Thank you so much, everyone. There we have it.
No.
We've reached our goal.
No.
Did we not reach our goal?
That's a time.
Girls, I'm now not too sure whether there is a comment or whether it's a hint comment, but nonetheless, Teacher Kelsey, you save so many marriages just with this talk. And none of these questions were pre-discussed. It was really just off the cuff conversations that we had today, because I really wanted to keep. That is it from us. Thank you so much, everyone.
Why did I only get 20 and look at 40, man?
I'm so sorry about that. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Okay, it says the live will end. I just need to do the puzzle thing.
Puzzle thing?
Yeah.
What you doing about a puzzle thing, man?
Just give me a second. I just want to now close my thing. Okay, I just had to do the puzzle thing there quickly. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. If you have not yet followed this page, please do so. Please click the bell button so that you can be notified every time we go live. We do have a lot of interesting topics still coming up for the next couple of days. Remember, we only do this on a Wednesday on our Innovation Church page. But thank you so much, family, for the engagements, the comments. We love you all. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. That's the difference also. We must still make arts like this.
No,
they
no.
do that. Different strokes for different folks. Bye.